It's a warm welcome to another episode of Loud Gambia, your weekly online show. I am your host, GFAAL, aka DJ GFAAL, and we are here again, episode 9. I'm always here with my two lovely ladies, Miss Yaselinjai and also Miss Jatu Mbo. How are we doing today, guys?
Doing very well.
Nice. Welcome back.
Thank you.
You believe it, it's EP 9.
Episode 9 already.
Right.
Loud Gambia.
Jatu?
That means 9 whole weeks.
9 whole weeks.
Oh, even more, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
More.
Yeah.
But then, we're back here, as always. And then we have a very interesting topic today. Super interesting, super delicate, a topic that people always tend to avoid. So we're going to hit it soon, as we always do.
Okay. Today we are lot about very, very delicate topic, a very important one also. We are talking about fathers impregnating their daughters. It's something that we've seen recently in the Gambia. It happened here recently and people went wild about it. But really, we don't talk about it. But here is a platform that gives you the chance to talk about it. And that's why we chose the topic, to speak our minds and also let people speak their minds as well. Chetu, what do you make of this? Fathers impregnating their daughters.
To be honest with you, I've had thoughts of this, like how is this possible? Like how can you have any kind of sexual attraction towards your daughter to the extent of getting her pregnant? I can't understand it, being the daddy's girl that I am, I just can't understand it, you understand? So I did some research, I went on the internet, and then I found out that most of these fathers who find their kids attractive, or kids who find their fathers attractive, half the time have been separated from their dads at birth, or sometimes maybe when they were very young. So when they see each other again, they have this genetic sexual attraction for each other. So like they get attracted to their genes. Sometimes it's even the other way around, like mothers and their sons. Sometimes it's sister brother. So I've done some research and I've read about a whole lot of incestuous acts and incestuous relationships and incestuous babies, and I started understanding how people felt. I even read about a woman who actually got a divorce with her husband just to be with her dad, but then ended up regretting every single moment she spent with her dad. And she thought it was exciting. She thought it was
something new,
and the fact that it was a cigarette kept it going and stuff like that. I'm starting to think it's a crazy world. Really, it's a very, very crazy world. I don't even know what to make of this. To be honest with you, I don't even know what to make of this.
But do you know, like people, especially here in Gambia, they hardly talk about issues like this.
People don't.
They're scared to talk about things like this.
Yeah.
It might be happening to someone right now, but maybe she is scared to come out and say.
And the girl can't really talk about it because.
Right.
Like, are you crazy? Your mom will not even believe you if you tell them this is happening. Unless and until you become pregnant, and then you're forced to say who got you pregnant, and you're gonna say your dad. So
okay.
Wow.
You don't understand that.
Subhanallah.
Subhanallah. All right, let's get to you, Yaselinjai. Then let's get to you. What do you make of this whole situation? This whole issue of parents, fathers impregnating their daughters and stuff like that.
Thanks, G. First off, I'll say the silence has been broken by Loud.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people will be surprised that we are talking about it.
Yeah.
It's happening. It has been happening, but people had to talk about it. And you'll be surprised to know it's been happening a lot in the Gambia here. A lot of cases do happen.
Yeah.
Father and daughter, father and daughter. Just recently, we had a case like that, which was public. That was when people started murmuring about it, because this guy impregnated her daughter couple of times, but he been aborting it.
Right.
And then the last time, the girl gave birth to the baby, and the dad buried the baby.
Buried the baby.
Yeah, that was when he was caught.
Right.
He was on TV.
Right.
He was on TV. His own daughter. Yeah. And a whole lot of things kept happening. Whole lot of things. Sometimes, reasons being, most of the time, if you look into it more, the child is staying with the father alone. Maybe he is divorced with the mother and staying with the father alone. Then through things, like the fathers mostly say they are attracted to their daughters or their daughters seduce them. Because I was reading through Google and I found out some men said their daughters seduce them by undressing in front of them. But come on, they are your own daughters. You gave birth to them.
Right.
Seriously, how possible is that? Your own blood.
Yeah. I mean, but sister, we live in a weird world now. People do weird and crazy things. You understand? So, people being seduced by their daughters, like your daughter's naked in front of you, you're only a guy. I mean, you understand? So if you have like an erection and then something happens, I mean, people are gonna be, oh, Papa, that's nasty and stuff like that. But then think of it, the guy is only human. I'm not saying, I will never say it's okay to do that ever in this world. But then people are weaker than each other in so many kind of ways. You understand? So. Even brother sister type of thing, that's how it happens. You know, like sometimes you feel that okay, and then you're comfortable enough to be half naked or sleep together with her and then one night. You never know. You understand? So these things people have to put into consideration. It doesn't matter if they're your family or whatever. You have to really consider what you wear, things you do around these people. You know, because Limota, I'll go religious a little bit. I'll go religious a little. This is why in religion, when even brother and sister, when they're at the age of 7, they're not allowed to sleep in the same bed or in the same room. They separate their rooms because of things like this. You understand? So, this topic really got into my head.
I know.
Well, okay, there are many things like some will say, you know, the fathers who did it, 3 things might be involved. 1, they are attracted by their daughters. 2, they are not mentally okay. 3, they just did inhuman things. Like this is something that is not for human beings to do. It is okay for animals like goats and sheep to make love to their parents and stuff like that. But the human consent doesn't allow a human being to sleep with his daughter or stuff like that. So these are the 3 things that might get involved according to my own research. But I have seen some comments that actually supports this.
Support.
Yeah.
Maybe they're trying to look at it in a more positive kind of way, but I don't think anyone will
But
ever.
Yes, I have
ever
seen.
Or maybe
I have seen.
cultures
You
are
never know.
I
People.
still want to read.
Maybe
I still
cultures
wanna
are
read.
different too.
Right.
You never know.
Yeah, I
Right.
mean that's true. I think some parts of the world, maybe I don't know. I'm really not sure. Maybe it is okay for these incestuous acts. I don't know. But some parts of the world is illegal and it's not accepted.
Right.
You know, so
Right.
it's a crazy world we live in, really.
All right, we'll get to Facebook when we get back from this break and see what you people are saying about the topic. We'll be back. Welcome back from that short break. Now we get to Facebook and see some of the things that you guys have been loud about. Comment from Basiru Sise Rapport says, okay, I read all those comments here. I can understand that everyone is very upset and emotional about this topic, but it is just a little bit part of incestuous behavior between father-daughter, mother-son, sister-brother, and so on. It just reaches the surface when a daughter is pregnant from the father. It happens all over the world. In China, for example, it is more common a mother has sexual relationship with her son. Even in ancient Egypt, at the time of pharaohs, it was accepted. In some cultures, it is accepted. I don't know what culture is that, but he said in some cultures, it is accepted. In other, totally rejected. Never say it is against nature, but it is against our moral conscience. When you look purely, biologically, it's an animal behavior. Animals do it also, but we have moral conscience. Animals don't. Don't have to blame the daughter because of her way of dressing. She could be raped by anyone else because of that. It is just lack of moral frontiers by the people who have sexual relationship with their own blood family. These are things that we never talk about because we know it's not good. Like there are so many other things. For example, men cheating on their women, female genital mutilation, what happens still for 95% in the Gambia. Parents stimulating their daughters and sons to sell their body for money and for money to tourists. So basically that's what he's saying. He went on, says that God says the one who is without sin can throw the first stone. Fathers impregnating their daughters are out of morality. True. And he asked, but what about fathers and mothers who mutilate their genitals of their daughters? Just think about it. From Basiru. Very interesting things. Very interesting comment.
He said so many interesting things, but to be honest with you, you cannot compare genital mutilation to getting your daughter pregnant. Like, what in the world are you trying to... Seriously, like, I mean, I get his points. He's trying to talk from a psychologist's point of view, because from what I read and understand, he is a psychologist. And but to be honest, I think it's immoral. I think it's it's really inhuman. I don't know how you can find like your blood relative, especially your daughter, attractive sexually. Seriously, like that's. For me, to be honest, it's very disturbing. If you guys notice, I've been so like kind of emotional the whole time.
Coincidentally, like I was telling you when we were coming, yesterday I was watching a show on one Ghanaian TV. It was a live show, and they normally tackle a topic like we're doing. The topic was this woman sent in a note and said she is disturbed because her 10-year-old daughter plays with her husband a lot. They play a lot. They roll down the sofa, play a lot, and she is growing up. She is growing hips, getting all beautiful and stuff. So she said she noticed that anytime they are playing and rolling on the sofa, when the girl sits on the husband, he erects. He erects. So he was like, should she confront the husband or not? Because if I confront you straight away, the mentality of guys.
Nah, but obviously,
they'll get wild.
If you do not confront the guy who's having a heart on because your daughter is sitting on
your own daughter.
That's crazy.
How can you be sexually attracted?
Another thing is we have to break the silence, really, because for instance, that woman, she's saying that, and she's saying the guy is having erections each time the daughter sits on him, right?
And you'll be surprised what one of the guys said. What? The guys that were on the panel, he said, well, a man is just a man. Anybody can get...
That's no excuse. That's not an excuse, definitely. Your own daughter. Okay, let's get back to Facebook and see. A comment from Call a Girl says, disgusting, inhuman, pathetic and deadly. She said, is this deadly?
No, seriously.
If any man could sleep with his daughter, or any girl could seduce her father, then you are being considered as a lunatic. It's a shame that once a religion state like Gambia is turning into a ghetto. Unusual things are being done lately, which amaze me. Little girls dressing to seduce old men, selling their bodies for money, fathers sleeping with daughters, married women, cheating on their husband. What is next?
To be honest with you, this has been here for ages.
It's
just
been here
that
for ages.
People never talk about it. It's been here for the longest time, just so you know. It's not a new Gambia, really, because so many things that are happening now
has happened before.
Has been happening before, just that people are starting to talk about it now. People are being bold to talk about it. People are breaking the silence now. People are getting more educated to talk about things now. But this has been happening.
Right.
Yeah.
And some men do claim it's the devil.
Hey, when the devil.
Somebody did it because he loved his wife so much, but the wife died.
Okay.
So they had a daughter. The daughter was growing up, and she looked almost the same like his wife. The guy fall in love with the daughter. Seriously. But come on, that is craziness.
All right.
I can never take this. It's craziness.
Okay. Is it has something to do with psychology, or is it that some men are just crazy, or is it the other way around? We'll get back to you now, and let's go to our next break. When we come back, we tackle everything we have to say. Welcome back from that break. This is Loud episode 9, and we are talking about fathers impregnating their daughters. We have seen some of the things that you guys are saying on Facebook, which is pretty much a lot, but we can't read every comment right here on the episode. But Jeto, just what do you make of some of the comments that people are saying?
Well, I've read almost everything. You
Yeah.
know, like I've seen people being really emotional, people going crazy, people
Going mad about
yeah,
this.
people saying they need to be murdered and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
then I don't want to judge and say that they deserve to be this or they deserve that, you know, because maybe it's just what they felt at that moment, and they didn't have the strength to walk out of that emotions at that particular point.
Right.
You know, because I think it's really sickening to me, like getting your daughter pregnant or sleeping with your son or
Sister.
doing you know, brother, sister and stuff like that. But then emotions sometimes are strong and then they tend to control you. But if you control that, if you find people like that, close relatives like that, attractive, walk out of that emotion. You know, like it's just a phase. You're gonna get out of it. If you don't walk out of it, you're gonna do it, and then you're gonna regret that for the rest of your life.
Yes.
You understand? And then you're gonna start doing the hide and seek thing. You know, like doing things in private and stuff like that. Is it worth it? And imagine a father getting a daughter pregnant. If that child is born, what is that child to you?
Grandpa, dad.
Grandpa, dad, same time. The mother is like
Oh,
sister,
grandma,
sister,
mom.
mother. That child is obviously going to be retarded, like seriously retarded.
Yasser, I just want to ask you this question. In Gambia, you know, do we have any law that punishes people who do this?
Obviously, they should.
There should be.
Yeah, common sense, G. Come on, obviously. Because this is inhuman. You can't allow this.
Right.
That is why people have been silent about it. We have a case recently on it, and we saw it on TV. It was on the papers. The president even spoke about it. So you will know there's a law talking about it.
Okay.
Okay, I thought that guy was actually arrested because he buried the kid.
Yeah, that's what I thought also.
So I don't
Not-
think
not-
I don't
not
know
because
about
he
it.
got his-
I don't know about his charges, but I'm sure that is part of it.
Okay.
What I think is all these inhuman men doing it. Yeah, you guys are inhuman, unless you were mentally ill. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because saying it's the devil, you were the devil yourself. And to all the ladies that are victims of this, speak up. Don't be scared of what your dad might do to you. Even if he is going to disown you, don't do it. Speak
Right.
up.
Right.
Talk to somebody.
Right.
And I know somebody is watching this and you are a victim.
Right,
Please
definitely.
speak up. Get help.
Definitely.
You need help.
I mean, I'd rather
Yeah.
be disowned by my dad than have him have sex with me. Seriously. Yeah. So don't be scared.
Subhanallah.
Don't be scared to like speak up. You know, sometimes they confide in their moms and their mothers are like, "I no pill. They just give me suturama. F that." You know what I'm saying? Like, Lee, there's no sutura in this because you have to speak up so people can start.
Okay. Here's what I think personally. For me, it's something that a human being should not do. This is what I think. But sometimes also, people need to also look at the other side of it, the other end of it. It's not only the blame should be on the fathers. Sometimes it's also on the daughters. So this is what I think. But hey, what do I know? It's you who have the power to say whatever you think it is. Let us know on the comments. We are on Facebook, Loud Gambia. YouTube, you can watch it on Loud Gambia. On every social media. It has been fathers impregnating their daughter, and we will see you next week. Hope you have a good time with us. Bye-bye.